dealing with blocked, clogged ears? In today's video, I'm going to share with you 5 super simple, easy DIY ways for you to unblock and unclog your ears and also clear any fluid that your eustachian tubes are holding. That's usually the root cause of plugged ears. I'm excited to share with you these 5 easy tips in today's video. Ear pressure, fluid retention, and even pain in the ear where you can't hear well is awful, and I am going to share with you ways to ultimately resolve your blocked, clogged ears and really clear the core ear tube, your eustachian tube, so that you can get back to feeling normal, literally back to balance, and get on with your life and hear better and feel improvement in the pressure that your ear is holding. I'm very excited to share this video with you today. Welcome everybody. I'm Dr. Melissa Gallagher. I'm a naturopathic physician. And if you watch this video, I give you steps to unclog your ears through exercises. But today I want to dig into some DIY at-home remedies, things that you can do that will clear the ear congestion and some of the nasal mucosal congestion that is clogging this core tube that connects your ear to your sinuses. So let's dig into these 5 tips. Tip number 1 is so super simple, and you want to grab a saline spray bottle. Literally, you're going to be spraying saline mist up your nose. I know that a lot of folks will usually recommend a neti pot when you've got the fluid, but I actually tend to avoid neti potting, which is a saline drain, saline runs through the nose, and I really prefer and recommend that my patients grab a saline spray like this, squirt up your nose, literally 2 to 3 squirts up each side of the nostril 2 to 3 times during the day. And you definitely want to make sure you do this right before bed and right when you wake up, because often if you're outside and some of the fluid retention is from allergy or allergens, this will greatly minimize some of the nasal congestion that's causing the pressure blockage and the fluid retention. The second thing on my list involves a tea tree oil steam. I'm going to provide all of you, if you want the download, I'm going to have all these 5 steps easily charted out on a 1-page download. I'll provide a link down below if you want to have access to that. Totally free. So let's get back to step number 2, a tea tree oil steam. The steam simply is adding a few drops of tea tree oil to boiled water. You don't want to do this over a stove, but you basically want to take boiling hot water, put in a pot or pan that you can put your face over, and add just 2 or 3 drops of tea tree oil. Nothing major. In these instances, you don't want to do more. I know it's often a tendency to go a little bit more intense, do a little bit more, but just stick with 2 to 3 drops in the steam. You can put a towel over your head and inhale the infused oil and the steam and the mist. That will carry the properties of tea tree oil into the sinus cavities. Tea tree oil is an antimicrobial, it's an antiseptic, it's a bacterial killer. It will help kill any mucosal bacteria that might be causing some of the fluid retention. Similarly, because the eustachian tube connects from the mucosal lining in our sinuses to our ear, you're going to also have the impact if you're dealing with any type of sinus-related infection that's causing an ear infection or ear fluid retention, fluid congestion here in this tube. So this is really beneficial for folks. You want to inhale the steam for just 5 minutes, and you can do this 1 time a day. Hugely beneficial for helping reduce any sinus mucosal irritations and bacteria that's causing the fluid in your ear. Third on my list is an Ayurvedic style practice. And this, honestly, friends, I think this is one of the most impactful on my list of 5 tips here. It is utilizing olive oil, warmed olive oil with the tea tree oil. And essentially what you're going to do is you want to get a dropper bottle like this. So you want to make sure you've got some sort, a lot of times I will use droppers, but you want to put your olive oil into a dropper bottle, add about 5 to 7 drops of tea tree oil into the dropper, And simply what you're going to do is you're going to put it in a water bath. So you're going to warm up the olive oil to at least body temperature. 98, 99 degrees is going to be perfect. That way you're not burning your ear or the skin in your ear. And what you're going to do is you're literally going to put in 3 to 5 drops of this tea tree oil infused warmed olive oil. This, friends, has so much benefit in terms of clearing out that gunk and the fluid that it's almost immediate for a lot of my patients. I do implement a lot of Ayurvedic practices in my patient practice and in my clinic. And this is one of the things that I think is so beneficial for folks that are using tea tree oil with olive oil. You never want to put any oil in your ear canal without a carrier. And tea tree oil being carried with the olive oil will help reduce that fluid. And actually, a lot of times you just kind of feel and hear it draining, and then boom, your ear opens up. I'm really excited for you guys to try that. And when you do, please come back and message us below, because so many of you inspire each other who try these tips and it works. It's so healing and it's much cheaper than going to your doctor's office. The fourth item on my list also uses oil, but this is an oil you probably have never used or even heard of for healing of ear fluid and ear infections. It's oregano oil, and it is best applied when you put the oil on a cotton ball and swab the outer part of your ear, both the back part of your ear. I'll even have folks swab this back part and here. So you just want to kind of coat the ear straight on with the oil using a cotton ball, because that can get into all the little crevices of the ear. Then add a little bit more, maybe 2 or 3 more drops of the oregano oil, and put the cotton ball just at the opening of your ear. Don't push it in or anything like that, but you just want to put it at the opening. This is the benefit of oregano oil. It is antimicrobial, antibacterial, and it will relieve pain. And if there's a lot of fluid that's been sitting there in your eustachian tubes, there's often sometimes, and this is yucky, I know, but sometimes there's pus infection that occurs. And you don't have to be sick to have fluid in your ears, and you don't have to be sick to have an ear infection. The fluid that can sit there over time can manifest and cause an infected, pussy substance that's sitting right behind your eardrum. The oregano oil works transdermally, and especially this back point here and here, right there, that's going to eliminate a lot of the pain that a lot of people feel when there's a lot of fluid and there's that pressure pushing on your ear and the nerves of the eardrum and the ear canal. And fifth, I love my fifth item. You guys know, if you're followers of me, welcome back. If you are new to my channel, I hope you'll subscribe. I have a plethora of natural health resource information here on my channel, but you know I'm a lymphatic drainage therapist. Lymphatic drainage and your lymphatic system occurs all over the body, but there's a lot of lymph flow in the ear, nose, and throat region. And so my specialty is actually doing lymphatic therapy of the face. If you watch this video, you'll see some of my older video where I kind of show you how to do lymph drainage of the face. Do incorporate that as well. But this I'm going to add to the mix. This is a homeopathic, has arnica and 12 other homeopathic lymph promoting, fluid reducing, topical transdermal gel. It's essentially a gel. It looks just like that. And you're going to smear this liberally on the whole region here in the neck, right over here. So a lot of times the same kind of area where you had the oil, the oregano oil, but this tea relief gel will promote your lymphatics to help additionally clear the lymph system and clear the fluid in your canals. This particular item you can purchase in my store online. I actually give everybody a 10% off. There's a special new patient code, and the code is 6010. It gives you access to my whole store, thousands of health and wellness products, but this tea relief gel works magic on clearing your lymphatics of your ear, nose, and throat. Topically, my recommendation is to apply under your neck. There's a whole bunch of lymph nodes here, up through the back side of the neck, and even down. This is often really hard to find locally, and this I use therapeutically with all my patients who come in with any type of fluid retention, ear, eustachian tube fluid. This is great as a DIY at home, and it also has pain relief in it as well. So it'll relieve some of the pain along with the additional steps in this protocol. So again, I want to recommend that you download all 5 of these steps. Free, easy download. You can print it out. You can have it accessible so that when you are dealing with this, if you're not dealing with it now, but in the future, you'll have resources at your fingertips. So friends, thanks for joining me here on my channel. I produce videos every Tuesday, Friday, and Sunday, and I hope you'll stick around and watch our next video coming out this Friday. Have a great day.